Hello, welcome to a new semester here at Virginia Tech. I am your teacher for Math 1114 Elementary Linear Algebra. So I'm going to explain to you in this video the ideas on how we're going to work, what is Emporium, things that you need to know about quizzes and exams, and of course, how is your grade going to be computed. This video is for the people who cannot attend the orientation session. I really would like you to make an effort to try to attend that, but if it wasn't possible, or if you want to review the ideas or important topics that we discussed there, that's what this video is for. So let's start with a bit intro about what the Emporium is. We are basically a team with tutoring staff, supervisors, instructors like me, and managers. We have 3 of them. And we work to support your learning experience so you can develop autonomy. The idea is that you're going to work on problems and you are going to be tested on very similar problems to the ones that you're working. For this course, it's going to be very important that you have the discipline to study regularly. The more you get to do this and the more you practice on our practice system, the better you're going to do on this course. This course is 2 credits. It's really not hard material as long as you are disciplined to learn it little by little and consistently. Okay, if you want to learn more about the Emporium, the philosophy, and how we work, here I have the link for our site. The way that you can reach me, oh, and I didn't say my name. I am Dr. Edna Fanny Hasso Hernandez. I have a long name, but I go by Dr. Hasso or Dr. Fanny Hasso. You can reach me via email. I have a specific email for addressing our course related things, and that is math1114@vt.edu. I have help sessions, and this semester I'm going to have them in 3 different places. On Mondays, I'm going to have them here at Emporium from 2 till 3 p.m. On Tuesday, it's going to be over Zoom. The link is going to be posted on our Canvas site. And on Wednesday, I'm going to be in my office at McBride. And all of these sessions are going to be 2 to 3. If you want to have extra help or talk to me about other things, just like in regular office hours, I can also be available from 3 to 4 on these 3 days, as long as you send me an email. And those sessions are going to be via Zoom. More information can be also found in the link that you see there, which is our course website. And in addition, as I mentioned before, we're going to use Canvas as another source of information and videos that I'm going to be posting regularly with some guidance for you. Okay, so how is your grade going to be computed in this course? You basically have 2 types of assignments. Your exams, which include your final exam, and actually your final exam is going to be 20%. Your midterm exams or tests are going to be 65%, and then the other type of assignment is going to be quizzes that are 15%. Among the quizzes, you're going to have some of them that are kind of like helping your grade. You can see them as freebies. Those are going to consist on surveys and Canvas quizzes that are going to help you to navigate our course and resources. The list of those are already posted on Canvas. Those are only available on Canvas, by the way. The mathematical quizzes are going to be available on our assessment system, and later in person, or later I plan to post a quick video to show you how to access those resources. Because your final exam is 20% of your final grade, that means that you cannot get an A without taking that. In that sense, the final exam is mandatory for this course. Your exams, including your final exam, all have to be taken here at the Math Emporium at the testing center. And there are some rules that you need to get used to um, for the time that you're taking your exams and your final exam. So we're going to also talk about that. Uh, you're going to get information about that as well. About the usual routine for this course, the things that you want to do and make a habit of every week doing them is first you want to look at your schedule to see what are the upcoming assessments that you want to study. So for example, this Saturday you have quiz 0 and quiz 1 deadlines. Quiz 0 is about this material because I want to make sure that you review it and you know how to work in this course. Quiz 1 corresponds to the first part of the material, the mathematical material that you're going to see here. And that consists on just getting familiarized with what are linear systems of equations, etc. So you're going to look at the schedule, see what the material is upcoming, go to the textbook, and read the corresponding material. I also have on Canvas some videos and some material that will help you to read the textbook to make it just easier for you. And then you want to go and log into our practice system and start practicing problems. When you see that a problem is particularly difficult, you want to refer to the textbook, or that would be the time for you to ask for help. The ways that you can ask for help are vary a lot, and that's good because you have many options. One of them is attending here, or even coming here to practice, to have a practice session. Here we have tutors that can help you on one-on-one help. The other option would be attend one of my help sessions. I already mentioned the times that I'm available for those. And the third one would be look at videos that I have posted. You can do a combination or however these things work for you, but as you can see, this is going to be possible only if you work in advance to get ready for your assessment, for your quiz or your exam. Your quizzes can be taken from anywhere that has internet access. As long as it's a computer, I really don't recommend you to take them from your cell phone. And I'll give you a bit of more guidance in a bit about how to better take a quiz and an exam. Once that you start working on those problems, remember that it's a good idea to try to do as many as possible. How do you know that you have practiced enough? Well, very correct problems is a good guidance. If you can do more, that would be great, but the minimum I recommend you is very correct problems. And I already mentioned the last part, that part 4, that says that it's important that you take your quiz or exam before the deadline. I usually recommend 2 days before the deadline. So your upcoming deadline is Saturday, so I strongly recommend you to try to get ready to take your quiz 1, quiz 0 by this Thursday. Okay? Okay, so I mentioned a bit about how help works, but let me tell you a little bit more. So when you ask for help here at the Math Emporium or over Zoom, we also have tutors that are available over Zoom. You should expect to have a conversation with them or with me to build on what you already know. So it's very rare that we're just going to work out the answer and give it to you, though some of my videos are like that. But when we are having a one-on-one, it's more like an exchange of ideas and kind of helping you towards you coming up with a solution. And so that's what this slide is about. So tutors may aid you in some steps and then let you continue with the next step. And the last part is what I already mentioned about me posting videos on Canvas. By the way, you can always submit requests about these videos that I record. Give me a week or yeah, at least 4 days in advance so I can prepare it and record it. But I'm happy to record extra videos that you request. About the practice problems, the good news, and that's something that students like a lot about this course, is that the same pool of problems that you practice on is the pool where your quizzes and your exams are coming from. Even your final exam, everything is taken from this pool of problems. And that is also one of the reasons why, if you practice more problems there, you have more possibilities to doing better in the exam. Now, you need to be wise about the way that you practice. When you are taking your quiz, you might be tempted to have other resources next to you, like your notes or things like that. But when you are taking your exam, you're not allowed to take your notes with you. So you need to prepare and take the quizzes or take your practice problems in a way that prepares you for your exam. And that means that you want to try those without your notes or extra help, trying to mimic the environment of the exam. And if you get to do that, I can guarantee you that you're going to do much better in this course than what you would expect. So it's just like this discipline thing that I was talking about at the beginning of this. Okay, so this is again what I'm tackling in this slide. So make a habit of logging into the practice problem system and work on the problems several times per week. Learning happens better, and this is true for all of your classes, but in particular for math. Learning happens better if you do that little pieces every day, because then your brain gets to do the exercise of recovering that information every day, and that's good, rather than just trying to sit one day and spending it like even 5 hours. It doesn't work the same way. So that's how we learn better. The other thing is, you can do whatever with the practice problems. You can start the practice problem and just switch to another one and then come back. That information gets stored in the logs, but I don't look at it unless I try to help you to see how much have you practiced. Your grade in the practice problems doesn't have any impact whatsoever in your course grade. So use that to your advantage. It's really good that you practice a lot. And the practice problems are a little bit more challenging than your example in your textbook. And the idea is because the textbook is showing you the theory and then some introductory examples, and then you're going to move into some more challenging problems that are the ones in your practice. And remember that those practice problems are the same, that your same pool, same big pool from your quizzes and your exam. Okay, so this is the part about some advice about you taking your quiz. All your quizzes are just going to be one try. So you're going to, when your quiz is available, you're going to have a link that once that you click on that link, you get like a window that prompts you and warns you that this is your one chance. Once that you click accept on that one, then that's your one chance. Quizzes are usually 6 problems. They are, again, just a quick way for you to assess that you are indeed understanding. And the problems come from this big pool of practice problems, as I mentioned. The difference is that you are in this assessment system that doesn't allow you to have anything else open related to the practice problem or anything like that. So you want to make sure that you're only logged into either the practice problem system or the quiz and test system, because if you are in both, then that creates a problem. The other thing is, because you are supposed to take this quick quiz in one session, you should not be inactive for 45 minutes or longer, because if you do that, the system just shuts down and the quiz might just be graded with whatever you have submitted at that point. It's very important that you use either the current version of Firefox or Safari because these are the only ones supported. The displays are better, etc. And I mentioned this before, please, you can take your quizzes from anywhere where you have internet, but please do not take them from your phone. It's just a bad idea. And uh, you don't necessarily have, we're not supporting that. Uh, just the platform is not made for that. The last thing is just a reminder that we are posting your deadlines in different places, but one of them is going to be Canvas. Another one is our website. And the last one is actually where I program that um, your process for you to take your exams is in the quiz and test system or assessment system. So when you log into the system, you're going to see what is available for you to take at that point. So, and once that you click on that, remember that you are using your one chance for those. About exams, you also have just one chance to take an exam here in this course, and you have to take your exams here. As I mentioned, the additional information that you have here is that our testing center hours, so the times where you can take your exam, are Monday through Thursday from 8:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. The tutors are available here to give you help Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday is from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. And on Fridays, it's a little bit of a shorter period. It's from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. And if you want more help about like to figure out how would the testing happens, please go to this link where we describe the process of testing. Okay, the last part that I'm going to talk about is the honor code. You need to know how the honor code works, and we have a link that explains to you how does the honor code work for this particular course. But in particular, one of the things that you need to keep in mind at all times is that you are not allowed to give or receive any unauthorized aid, assistance, or unfair advantage during your exams um, or quizzes as well. And when you're taking your exams, you are you're going to be allowed to use Excel, or here you're going to have access to a calculator that the Emporium provides to you. You can use both if you want to, but you need to know that Excel is not mandatory for this course. It's just an aid for you to help you to do the computations faster. And that means that if you have some features that you can do at home, you should not expect to have the same features here. So basic computations can be done with the calculator provided here, and we expect you to have similar access to Excel, but not further than that, just access to basic computations that make your exams go faster. In theory, you could do many of these things actually by hand too, but we're aware that sometimes you could use a calculator to do those basic computations. And that's about the key information for how we're running this course. So you still have left a bit of homework about like really checking in the honor code rules and going over here this information that I have for you and ask me any questions that you might have. Just to conclude, I would like to tell you that I love when you ask me questions, and please do not hesitate. The more you reach out to me or to the tutors that you have available, the more that you're consistent with the recommendations that I give you, I can assure you you're going to do well in this class. There will be some times when maybe you feel that you're behind, and that's okay, but always try to go back and do these recommendations that I have laid out for you. Okay, and with that said, good luck, and I hope to see you often. in my help sessions.